Hey, today I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 8, starting at verse 5. In my Bible, this section is titled The Faith of a Centurion. This is a super cool story. I must have read this story 20 times over the last couple years before I actually started to register what was going on. It's super cool. It's super cool. Here we go, starting at verse 5. It says, when he had entered Capernaum, a centurion came forward to him, appealing to him, Lord, my servant is lying paralyzed at home, suffering terribly. And he said to him, I will come and heal him. But the centurion replied, Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Come, and he comes, and to my servant, Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he marveled and said to those who followed him, Truly, I tell you, with no one in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, many will come from east and west and recline at table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the sons of the kingdom will be thrown into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And to the centurion, Jesus said, Go, let it be done for you as you have believed. And the servant was healed at that very moment. This is a super cool story. There's a lot of stuff going on. One of the things that really sticks out to me is there's this guy. He's not an Israelite. He's like what I think it says, what, centurion. I don't know if all centurions are soldiers. I think that's just like a type of a people. But it says that he came to him and he's like my servant needs help. Like, please heal him, right? And there's this guy who's like, he's like a big shot. He's got people that are underneath him. He's got servants and stuff, and he's coming to him, and Jesus is like, okay, let's go do this. Like, I'm gonna follow you and let's go heal you. But then this guy's like, no, like, even though I'm a big shot, like, in humility, like, I recognize I'm not worthy for you to even come over to me, right? I think it's in Proverbs that it says you're supposed to worship in fear and trembling, right? This guy has fear and he's like, I know who I am. I'm not a good dude. Like, please, like, I don't even, I'm not worth it for you to come into my house. Like, just please, just say it and do it. This is super, super cool because what happens is, it says Jesus marveled at his faith when he heard what he said. The reason this is super cool is because God knows our heart and he knows our thoughts before we even think them, and before we're going to go do something. Like, he already knows what's going on inside. The reason this is cool is because he didn't marvel until he heard it, right? This guy spoke it out loud. Jesus probably already knew what he was going to say, but then he was like, he marveled after he heard it out loud, right? When we repent, we're supposed to repent out loud. God already knows our heart, but he needs us to say it. He needs us to proclaim it. Like, he has to hear it from us, right? It's just super cool. It's just super cool because that's what's going on. And then it proceeds to say, it says, I tell you, many will come from east and west and recline at the table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. Not Israelites. People from all over the place are going to come and they're going to be like, I'm here. Like, I'm here. I made it. Like, this is awesome, right? And then it says, well, the sons of the kingdom will be thrown out into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Just because of your lineage, whether you're an Israelite or a specific type of people, or you go to a specific type of church, or you have a Bible study with a certain group of people, there is no umbrella hot air balloon that you could jump into that will automatically ascend you up to salvation. That is not how it works. Salvation comes through intimacy with Jesus Christ and a firm belief, an unwavering faith that he will save you because he lives today. Like he is alive right now. And only through that belief will you be saved. No one can hold your hand through the gates. Like there's no other way to get in. And it's vain to think otherwise. It's vain to think that because of lineage, your group of people are the only group that will be saved. This is just a super cool story. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I read this probably like maybe not 30 times. I think at the beginning of the video I said something like 30 times. I probably read it like maybe 15 or 20 times over the last couple years, and I was always just like, I don't get it. Like I kind of just skimmed over it, and then I was like, I'll come back to it later. But yeah, it's a cool story. Matthew chapter 8, starting at verse 5. Matthew chapter 8, verse 5 until, what is it, 13? Yeah, 5 to 13. So this is the faith of the centurion. It's a cool story. Go read it. Take care.